Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we'll be showcasing off my favourite Generation 9 starter Pokemon, who was also my starter choice for my very first time playing Scarlet and Violet, which is none other than Skeledirge. This Pokemon is incredibly strong, and with an EV spread that I've come up with, and a moveset that takes advantage of Skeledirge's signature move, being Taunt Song, an AC base power fire type move that increases Skeledirge's special attack by 1 stage each time it's used, accompanied with the Shadow Ball for some nice stab coverage. We've also got the Will-O-Wisp to try and cripple opposing Pokemon, and with Slack Off to ensure that we can always be at a good range of health, which also synergizes nicely with the Leftovers item, which will also aid in health recovery. Oh, and Skeledirge also has the amazing Unaware ability, which essentially ignores any stat changes the opponent's Pokemon have. So basically, nothing can set up against Skeledirge, and that's just amazing, isn't it? Oh, and finally, we've also got the Terra Fairy typing, as I like to have that resistance towards Dark-type moves, and not to mention having an immunity from Dragon-type moves. Fantastic stuff. Oh, and while we're on the subject, quick question of the day. What's your favourite Paldean Starter Pokemon? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoy the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that
Okay, so my opponent's got a Lucario, a Koraidon, Dragapult, Chien-Pao, Rayquaza, and the Skeledirge. My god, that's an interesting, tough-looking team. I'm going to lead off with my own Skeledirge, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? So out comes the Rayquaza. Okay, so against this, I think I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp right off the bat. Right, they might go for a Dragon Dance, they might go for an Earthquake, and that is kind of scary. But regardless, I'm gonna go for that Will-O-Wisp. Let's do it, Skeledirge. All right, so Stealth Frogs. What the heck? That's so confusing. Is this a hacked Rayquaza? Rayquaza doesn't get Stealth Frogs, does it? That's insane. What the heck am I facing? I've never seen that before. Let me just double check quickly. Okay, so I was wrong. Rayquaza does get Stealth Frogs. That's insane. I've never seen Stealth Frogs on Rayquaza. That's fascinating. That's wow. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Fair enough. So I'm going to proceed to go for those Taunt Songs, and let's go from there. So, they got Hurricane as well. So, my god. Okay, so that bloody hurt. We go for the Taunt Song. We're going to get off a little bit of damage, and yeah, okay, so we can start going for these Slack Offs because they might miss a Hurricane at some point. Hopefully they don't confuse us and then we mess up with hurting ourselves, but fine, fair enough. So that Stealth Frogs really caught me off guard, so fair play to them, I guess. So, okay, I'm going to proceed to go for the Slack Off, and let's get our health back. Come on, Skeledirge, let's do this. So, alright, so they go for the Hurricane again, they don't miss. Hold on, Skeledirge, buddy, hold on. No, oh my god, that did so much damage. Okay, so we go for the Slack Off, lovely jubbly. And yeah, okay, so they are doing a huge chunk of damage with that Hurricane, right? So I'm a little bit worried. So I'm not too sure what to do. I hope they miss. If they miss, I can switch maybe and get my health back. But at this point, things are looking a bit worrisome. So on the Hurricane, do you know what? I could go Rhyperior. I'm going to go into my Rhyperior. Let's do that. So come on back, Skeledirge. I'm going to save you for later on. I'll go into my Rhyperior. The Hurricane won't do anything, right? I am specially defensively invested, and I'm going to set up a Stealth Rock. So, okay, we take some Stealth Rock damage of our own, and okay, they go for the Hurricane. Rhyperior's going to tank it like a boss, and okay, it still did a huge chunk of damage to be fair, but we are going to get some of that back with the leftovers. So, great job, Rhyperior, buddy. And yeah, I'm going to immediately set up my own Stealth Rocks. They're going to take another round of burn damage, lovely jubbly. And yeah, okay, so Rhyperior, let's go for those Stealth Rocks, buddy. Here we go. Alright, so, they've got the Iron Head, but they are burnt, so just don't flinch me, please. And, okay, so we get flinched. Oh my god, okay, so that's rather unfortunate. We're going to get some leftovers back, though. Lovely jubbly. And, yeah, okay, so there's Stealth Rocks, Hurricane, Iron Head. Do I think they've got, okay, so I'm going to go for those Stealth Rocks just to get up the hazards. Alright, so they got the Ice Beam. Okay, so Rhyperior, oh my god, that bloody hurt. Okay, so Rhyperior goes for those Stealth Rocks. There we are. And yeah, okay, so that's kind of annoying because I need to go into Corviknight now to defog away those hazards, don't I? So they got Hurricane, Ice Beam, and Iron Head. So, okay, Rhyperior gets some leftovers back, lovely jubbly. And the question is, who can I bring Rhyperior back in on later on, eh? So, not a lot. Maybe on these Skeledirge, to be fair, but that's it. So that kind of sucks. Alright, so what do I think's in my best interest, eh? So I think I'm going to go into my Corviknight. Yeah, okay, so come on back, Rhyperior. They may go for an Iron Head, to be fair, and if they do, they'll take some Rocky Helmet chip, which will be helpful later on down the line, right? So come on in, Corviknight, buddy. I need your assistance. And, okay, so we take some Stealth Rocks damage. What are they going for? They're going for the Iron Head. Perfect. Okay, so we take nothing from that. They take some Rocky Helmet chip damage. And they're also going to take a round of burn chip damage as well. So, okay. Now, I'm thinking about going for a Roost once on their Ice Beam or something. So let's go for that Roost. Here we go. Okay, so they are going for the Ice Beam. Hold on, Corviknight, buddy. Hold on. Corviknight takes it like a boss. 67 damage. We go for that Roost, and we're going to be back up to full health. So, blimey, this Rayquaza is bloody causing problems for me, isn't it? So, legendary Pokemon, I guess. Legendary Pokemon, that's for sure. So, okay, I'm going to now go for that Defog. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the Ice Beam again. Just don't you freeze me, please. Okay, so we take the damage, and we go for the Defog. No Stealth Rocks for you. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to go for a Roost, right? Because if they go for Stealth Rocks, they give us a free Roost. And we'll go back and forth like that until the hazards are gone, right? Because I do not want the Stealth Rocks on my side. No, no, no. So, okay. Let's go for a Roost. Here we go. Alright, so they go for the Stealth Rocks again. Fair enough. So, okay. I don't know if it goes down after the second burn from now, right? So they're going to take one more round of burn damage. And we've got the Roost off for free, essentially, which is always nice to see. So, great job, Corviknight. Back up to full. And, yeah, okay. So, does the next burn take them out? The next burn will not take them out. So, that's kind of unfortunate. So, I will, do I want to go for a Roost here is the question. So, is Stealth Rocks up? Stealth Rocks is up. So, okay, decision time. I'm going to go for a Roost. Let's do that. So, okay, so they go for the Ice Beam as expected. So, that's why I went for the Roost, right, to get up to a full amount of health. So, go for that Roost. Now, we're going to get up to a nice sizable amount of health. And they're going to take one more round of burn. And then they're going to, and then we can defog, right? So, yep, I knew it. Okay, so they lived on one, and now I'm going to go for a defog to get rid of the hazards. Let's do it, Corviknight. Okay, so they go for the Ice Beam again. Just don't you freeze me. Okay, Corviknight holds on like a boss. Oh, we got frozen. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, so this is what I was worried about. Corviknight fall through, buddy. So, no bloody way. Okay, so Corviknight gets frozen. That sucks. Oh, my God. So, now the Rayquaza goes down. That is so unfortunate. Oh my god. Okay, so now Corviknight is stuck and they're probably going to go into their own Skeledirge. So, my god. Okay, so that didn't work out. So, let's see who's coming in next. Alright, so something the reliable partner. Is it the Skeledirge? No, it's the Coridon. Okay. Okay. So, blimey. What am I going to do against this, eh? So, okay. This is a pickle. So, I am going to, I'm going to go for that defog. Let's do it. Alright, so they go over the collision course. I think Corviknight can tank it. Hold on, Corviknight, buddy. Hold on, Corviknight. Hold on. Corviknight holds on like a boss. Let's go for that defog. And, okay, come on. Tell me we fall through. Come on. So, Corviknight's frozen solid. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's unfortunate. That sucks. I'm just going to go for that defog and let's hope for the best. Okay, so, oh, they got the Ice Fang. Corviknight holds on, though. Corviknight, come on. Fall through, buddy. Corviknight fall through. Come on. Oh, my God. Corviknight's still frozen. So, my God. These legendaries are decimating me. So, okay. I'm going to go for another defog and let's see how it goes. Alright, so they go over the collision course again. I guess best case scenario is they've taken a bunch of rounds of Rocky Helmet, right? But, blimey, that sucked. Okay, so they take another round. They're just above 50%. And Corviknight, that was so unfortunate, buddy. Nothing we can do about that. And take a good long rest, eh? So, okay. Now, against this, I am going to go into my... I'm going to go... excuse me, got a frog in my throat. So, I'm going to go into my Skeledirge, and I'm going to Terra Fairy, and I'm going to Slack Off, right? So, that is the plan. So, let's go for that Terra Fairy, and let's go for that Slack Off. Come on, Skeledirge. Alright, so... Oh, they're withdrawing. Okay, so well, let's see who they're going to, I guess. So, who's coming out? It's going to be the reliable partner, which is the... Chien-Pao. Okay. Well, Terra Fairy does help us. They can go for the Icicle Crash, I suppose. But they can't go for the Dark-type move. So, it's a shame I couldn't surprise them with it. It is what it is, though. So, come on out, Skeledirge. I need your assistance, buddy. We're going to go straight for that Will-O-Wisp after this turn. And if we're lucky, we can burn it and then we can start slacking off, right? So, I mean, they could flinch us with the Icicle Crash, I suppose. That's always a possibility, so that's kind of scary, but we're going to take it one step at a time, eh? So, okay, we get some leftovers. We're going to be almost up to full. Skeledirge doing me proud, so, okay. We're taking on our third legendary, and let's see if we can turn this around. So let's go for that Will-O-Wisp. Come on, Skeledirge. Okay, so... Oh, sheer cold! Oh my god, okay, so Skeledirge dodges that. So, okay, we miss our Will-O-Wisp as well. So, I'm so silly for not just going for Torch Song, right? So, past Sunlight fades. I am now... They're going for sheer cold. Oh my god, that's terrifying. So, I think maybe I should switch, but what would I switch into is the question, eh? So... I'm going to go for a Taunt Song. Let's do it. So, okay, they go for the Sheer Cold and they miss again. Oh my god. So, Skeledirge, I need you to dodge one more Taunt Song, right? So, okay, can we knock it out? Okay, so we knock it out. Oh my god. Okay, so it was a crit. Skeledirge was not having it. So, amazing job, Skeledirge. Blimey, that was bloody scary. Bloody Sheer Cold. One-hit KO moves are scary, right? So, great job, Skeledirge. And let's see who comes in next. Alright, so who's coming out now, eh? It's going to be the Lucario. Okay, so... Oh, they've got the Steel-type move, haven't they? Okay, so the Steel-type move could be incoming. So, what do I want to do against this, eh? So, do you know what? I think I can take one. So I'm going to go for that Taunt Song. Let's do it. Okay, so... Oh, Bullet Punch. So we can definitely take that better, right? So, Skeledirge takes that like a boss. Let's go for that Taunt Song, and let's knock out this Lucario. Don't be focused, Sash. Come on, and... Okay, we knock out the Lucario. No idea why they went for the Bullet Punch. Yeah, no idea. But anyway, down goes with Lucario, and we're going to get some leftovers as well. So Skeledirge is doing well. Great job, buddy. And yeah, okay, so after the leftovers, we are going to see who's coming in next. Let's do it. Alright, so something the reliable partner's coming out, and it is their own Skeledirge. Okay, so I am now going to go for that Shadow Ball, and let's do some big damage. Alright, so... Oh, Thunderfang! They're physical Skeledirge! Oh my god, what am I facing? So, Skeledirge, let's go for that Shadow Ball, and let's do some big damage. Get him, okay, so... Alright, lovely jubbly. And yeah, we're going to get some leftovers. Thunderfang Skeledirge, what am I facing? Okay, so... Skeledirge, buddy, let's go for another Shadow Ball, and let's knock this out. Alright, so now they go for the Taunt Song. Fair enough. So, not too sure what that's all about, but okay. So, now they get their boost, and we're going to knock it out with our Shadow Ball. So, get him, Skeledirge. Okay, so here we go. Skeledirge is going to knock out their own Skeledirge. Fantastic. So, our Skeledirge proved to be superior. So, let's see who comes in next. We will get some leftovers, which is fantastic. And yeah, I wonder if Skeledirge can clean up from here. We're about to find out. So, let's do it, Skeledirge. I believe in you. Alright, so... Something's coming out, and it is the Dragapult. Okay. So I am going to go for a Slack Off just to get some health back, right? Okay, so they're going for the Phantom Force. Oh boy. But you know what this allows me to do? This allows me to now go for a Will-O-Wisp to try and burn the Dragapult, right? Because they'll hit us now, but I can weaken them. So let's do that. So okay, they go for the Phantom Force. Hold on, Skeledirge. Skeledirge takes that like a boss. Okay, so let's go for that Will-O-Wisp and let's cripple it. So get him, Skeledirge. Fantastic. So now the Dragapult is burnt. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, I can now go for a Slack Off on another Phantom Force. Or if they switch, we can get our health back for free, right? So, okay, things are looking good. So, I am now going to go for that Slack Off because I feel like they'll probably Phantom Force again. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So, okay, Skeledirge, let's go for that Slack Off immediately. Alright, so, oh, they got the Flamethrower, so they're a mixed variant. Interesting. Okay, so Skeledirge take that like a boss. We go for the Slack Off, and we're going to get back up to full health. And now I think I'm pretty safe to just go for a Shadow Ball, right? So, okay, I could Taunt Song to get extra special attack boosts, to be fair. So, do I want to do that? Do you know what? It's not really necessary. I'm just going to go for that Shadow Ball and let's knock this out. Come on, Skeledirge. Alright, so they go for the Flamethrower again. Fair enough. Skeledirge will take that like a boss. Oh, that was a crit, but Skeledirge still took it even like a boss. So, great job, buddy. Let's go for that Shadow Ball and let's knock out this Dragapult. Okay, Skeledirge is basically cleaning up. Amazing. So, now on the Koraidon that's about to come in, I could just go for a Shadow Ball, to be fair. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I'm not going to bother going for the Will-O-Wisp and trying to hit it. I'm just going to straight up attack it with the Shadow Ball. So, let's see. Alright, so something the reliable partner is coming out, and it is the... Okay, it's the Koraidon. So, at this range, I'm pretty confident Skeledirge can just knock this out, right? So, okay, Skeledirge, let's go for that Shadow Ball, buddy, and let's knock them out. Let's do it. Alright, so... Oh, they got the Heavy Slam. So, Skeledirge takes that amazingly. Amazing. So, let's go for that Shadow Ball, and let's knock him out, buddy. You've got this, and down goes the Koraidon. Amazing job. Okay, so, fair enough. Good game to my opponent. They had 3 legendaries, but our team was still able to pull through. Great job to my Pokemon, and good games. Okay, so my opponent's got an all-ice team. They got the Alolan Sandslash, the Iron Bundle, the Alolan Ninetales, Excalibur, Chiempao, and the Avalugg. Okay, I'm going to lead off with my Meowscarada, and let's do this. Alrighty, so who are you leading off with, eh? So Ninetales is coming out. Do you know what? I am half tempted to trick this my Choice Scarf so I can take away its Light Clay so it can't get up Auroraville for okay, so I am thinking to go for I'm going to go for that knockoff, actually. So, alright, Meowscarada goes for that knockoff. Let's get rid of this thing's Light Clay, and then they'll go for a, what's his face? They'll go for a Auroravale, I imagine. So, okay, yep, there's the Light Clay Auroravale. There it is. Okay, so now it's only going to be up for another 4 turns. So that's always good to see. So, we've kind of blocked off the Auroravale from sticking around for much longer, right? So, okay, now I'm going to switch into my Skeledirge immediately, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, calm back, Meowscarada, you've been great, buddy. And yeah, Skeledirge, I need you to tank this Moonblast or whatever's coming in. And yeah, we'll go from there. So Skeledirge comes on in, and they're going for a nasty plot. We are unaware, so that works out fantastically. So yeah, Skeledirge, buddy, let's start going for those Torch Songs. So let's do it, buddy. Okay, so they go for the Freeze Drive. I guess they're fishing for a freeze. Don't you dare get it. So, okay, Skeledirge goes for that Torch Song. Let's see the damage, and okay, that's some nice damage. The next one will definitely take it out. We are +1 in special attack now, and let's go. The Leftovers is also going to give us some health back, so that's always great to see. Great job, Skeledirge, buddy. So, yeah, okay, so let's go for another Torch Song. Let's do it. Okay, so they carry on going for the Freeze Drive. Don't you dare freeze me. Don't you dare do it. So, Skeledirge, let's knock out this Ninetales with a Torch Song, and let's get to a +2 in special attack. Fantastic. I love using Skeledirge so much. This is my starter from my very first Scarlet and Violet story, so proud to have her alongside me in my battle. So, great job, and yep, there's the Leftovers. Enjoy your snack. You've deserved it. Back to about 191. I love the symmetry. So, who's next, eh? Alright, so there are Succo's coming out, which is the Iron Bundle. Okay, so I'm guessing this thing's going to go for this thing might potentially go for a okay, so it gets the speed boost, right? So this thing might be going for a Hydro Pump at this point, so I need to be careful, right? So okie dokie, I am going to go for that Terra Fairy, and I'm going to go for that Torch Song. Let's do the Skeledirge. Okay, here we go. Time to terrestrialize our Skeledirge into the Fairy type. I'm imagining it's got to be the Hydro Pump, right? It's got to be. So, okay. As long as we can do some major damage to their team, it doesn't matter if Skeledirge goes down, right? Because at this point, we've knocked out their Auroravale Pokemon. That's also their Snow Setter, right? So, okay. There's the Hydro Pump, and Skeledirge dodges it like a boss. So, great job, girl. Let's go for that Torch Song. Let's get to a +3. Let's see the damage. And okay, look at that. Amazing. So the next one will definitely knock this out. So the snow has stopped. Fantastic. Skeledirge, enjoy your snack. There we go. So back up to about 202 or something. 203. Lovely jubbly. So Skeledirge, let's go for and the Auroravale fades. Fantastic. So Skeledirge, sing that Torch Song one more time, and let's knock out this Iron Bundle. Alright, so they go for the Terra Blast, but that's a normal base move, so Skeledirge takes that really well. I'm not too sure why they didn't go for a Freeze Dry or something, but maybe they misclicked. Anyways, we go for that Torch Song. Now, oh, that was a crit, not that the crit mattered, but now we're +4 in special attack. Fantastic. So, okay, down goes the Iron Bundle. We'll get some more leftovers for our Skeledirge, a much deserved snack. Enjoy, girl. And yeah, let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Baxcalibur's coming in. Okie dokie. So, this thing might be, what's his face? This thing might be Ironhead for all I know, right? But, do you know what? I am just going to go for that, do I want to go for Torch Song? I'm going to go for that Torch Song. Let's do it. Alright, so they're terrestrializing. Oh boy, is it Terra Steel Ironhead? This is going to bloody hurt. Okay, so here it comes. What are you terrestrializing into? It is the Terra Steel? It is Terra Steel. Okay, so I'm glad I went for a Torch Song, right? But it all depends on... I feel like Skeledirge at that point, at that range of health, can tank one Ironhead, right? So there's the Ironhead. Just don't you dare flinch me. Hold on, Skeledirge, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Skeledirge holds on at 12 HP. And, okay, Skeledirge goes for that Torch Song. Let's knock out the Baxcalibur. And fantastic job, Skeledirge. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're +5 in special attack. Fantastic. Amazing. So, down goes another big old threat. Skeledirge has essentially taken out half of their team. Amazing job, buddy. So, yeah, we get some more leftovers. You bloody deserve that snack, buddy. Enjoy. And, yeah, it all depends on who they want to go into next. Let's find out. Alright, so Chien Pao's coming out. Okie dokie. So, do we think it's going to go for a Sucker Punch, or do I think it's going to go for an Icicle Crash or something like that, right? So, okay, in the back they've got the Avalugg and the, what's its face? The Sandslash. So, do you know what? I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. Let's go for it. So, okay, they go for the Ice Spinner. That'll definitely knock out my Skeledirge, but you've been amazing, girl. You took a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, fantastic job. That was amazing. So, they haven't got any terrestrializations either, so we don't have to worry about any surprises. But the question is, who do I go into now, eh? So, I'm going to go into my Rhyperior. We've got the Solid Rock ability, so we can neutralize some of that super effectiveness against the Ice Spinner, right? So, I am going to go for, do I want to go for Stealth Rocks or, no, I'm going to go for that Rock Blast. Let's do it, Rhyperior. Okay, so they go for the Sacred Sword. Rhyperior holds on like a boss. Great job, Rhyperior. So let's go for that Rock Blast. Let's see the damage. Amazing. Can we get 4 hits? Come on. That's oh, a crit. Fantastic. But that was only 2 hits then, right? So, or, yeah, okay. So it was only 2 hits that time. But now I'm pretty safe to go for an Earthquake, right? So, great job, Rhyperior. That's what I'm talking about. So, Rhyperior, let's follow up with a, what's his face? Let's follow up with an Earthquake. Let's do it, buddy. Okay, so they go for the Ice Spinner. I'm pretty confident Rhyperior can tank this. Hold on, buddy. Rhyperior holds on like a boss. Now, Rhyperior, finish off the Chien Power with your Earthquake, and down goes the legendary Pokemon. Fantastic. They've only got the Sand Slash and the Avalugg left, so yeah, I feel pretty confident we can turn this around. So enjoy your snack there, Rhyperior. Fantastic. And yeah, let's see who comes out next, eh? Okay, so Avalugg's coming out. Okie dokie. So, this thing might be going for a Body Press or an Iron Defense or something, right? So, I've got to be mindful of that. So, I am just going to go into... What do I want to do, eh? So, I'm just going to go for that Rock Blast. Let's get off some damage, eh? So, okay, Rhyperior goes for that Rock Blast. We're doing some nice damage. Can we get multiple hits? Let's see. So, that's 2. And, okay, we get the 3rd one. Lovely jubbly. Great. Okay, so we only get 3 hits. Fair enough. So, what are they going for? They're going for the Body Press. So, okay, Rhyperior goes down. Thank you for everything, Rhyperior. You've been fantastic, buddy. Take a good long rest. And yeah, so from here, what do I want to do? I could just go into my Braviary and I could just Iron Head, to be fair. Do I think it takes it out from that range, though? That they are a bulky variant. So do you know what? I'm going to go to my Braviary. Let's do it. So come on in, Braviary, buddy. I need your assistance. We'll go for that Iron Head. And we are Life Orb. So I feel like it'll do a good chunk of damage. So let's go for that Iron Head. Here we go. Alright, so Braviary goes for that Iron Head. And, oh, we almost knock it out. So, alright, so we take some Rocky Helmet Chip. Damn. So are they going for the Recover? No, Avalanche. Oh, God. Hold on, bro. Okay, so that knocked out my Braviary. Fair enough. So, okie dokie. So I can just go into my Meowscarada now and just knock this off, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Meowscarada, come on in, buddy. I need your assistance. We'll go for that knockoff. We'll take that. We'll take out this Avalugg. And yeah, so 100%. Let's go for that knockoff. Here we go. All right, so Meowscarada goes for that knockoff. We're going to take out this. We're going to take out the Avalugg. There it is. Down it goes, and we take some Rocky Helmet Chip naturally. But yeah, okay. So I can also knock off this Sand Slash, right? So that is the plan. So great job, Meowscarada. And yep, let's see their final Pokemon. Okay, so their final Pokemon, the Alolan Sand Slash, is out. And yeah, I'm pretty confident we can just knock this out, right? So, Meowscarada, buddy, let's go for that knockoff immediately. Okay, so Meowscarada goes for that knockoff, and we do almost 50%. Lovely jubbly. Oh, they're the Life Orb. Fair enough. So, and they're going for the Sword Dance. Okie dokie. So, now, what do I want to do against this, eh? So, I'm going to go... They're gonna attack me, so I'm gonna go into my Corviknight, right? So, Corviknight, come on in, I need your assistance, buddy. And yeah, okay. If they go for another Swords Dance now, I'll be in a bloody pickle, but we're about to find out. So, Corviknight, the Galar champion, come on in. And yeah, so what are they going for? They're going for a triple axle. Okay, so does that deal Rocky Helmet? It does! Amazing job, Corviknight. So, okay. With the Rocky Helmet damage, they're basically taking themselves out at the same time. So, great job, Corviknight, for tanking those hits. And yeah, so one more hit and they'll knock themselves out. So, great job for dealing that damage, Corviknight. Let's go for a U-turn. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the knockoff. That's going to take out my Corviknight with a crit. Fair enough. But the Rocky Helmet takes themselves out as well. So, great job, Corviknight. And yeah, so down goes their final Pokemon. And, okay, there it is. So, yeah, good game to my opponent. Cool Mono Ice team. And, yeah, great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Cinderace, a Greninja, Roaring Moon, Scizor, Clodsire, and the Grimmsnarl. That's a pretty tough-looking team. Okay, so let's lead off with Meowscarada, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? So out comes the Roaring Moon. So I can just U-turn this 100%. So, okay. Are they photosynthesis? Let's find out. So they are not. So I am 100% going for that U-turn. Let's do it. So, oh, they're terrestrializing. So maybe it's Terra Flying, right? And they might be going for a Dragon Dance. But we are Choice Scarf, so we know we definitely outspeed, right? So, alright, what are you terrestrializing into? Oh, Poison. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, we can get on out of here. I'm assuming they're going to Dragon Dance, and I think it's in my best interest to just go into my Corviknight, right, to get off some Rocky Helmet Chip. So, there's the protein, a little bit of chip damage. Great job, Meowscarada. And yeah, okay. Oh, that was a crit as well. Fair enough. So we would have done even less. So, oh, what is that berry? It's the, oh, what is that berry? It's the, Key Berry, and it raises defense. Oh my god, okay. So that's kind of scary. Jeez Louise. Okay, so what do we think they're going for, I wonder? I'm going to go into my Corviknight regardless, right? And we'll go from there. So coming in, Corviknight, I need your assistance. And what are they going for? Dragon Dance? No, Draw Lock. Oh, okay. So Corviknight takes that really well. We deal some Rocky Helmet Chip. Great, great, great. And, okay, neither Pokemon can get out of here now. So, oh, they might be Taunt, Dragon Dance, Roost, right? So that's quite interesting. I am going to go for a Brave Bird and let's do some damage. So, oh, okay, they do go for the Taunt. So, it's this crazy set, so fair enough. So, let's see how much we do with a Brave Bird, right? So, Corviknight, go for that Brave Bird, buddy. Let's see the damage, and, okay, we do a fair chunk of damage. We take some recoil. I'm going to go for a U-turn because I'm pretty sure that they are, yep, okay, so this is I like this set, right? It's Dragon Dance. This is the set I've used before. So, it's Jaw Lock, Roost, Dragon Dance, and Taunt. So, go for the U-turn. Going to get on out of here, and now I'm going to go into my Skeledirge, and I think I'm going to Terra Fairy. So yeah, I'm going to go into my Skeledirge 100%, and I'm going to go for that Terra Fairy, right? So coming in, Skeledirge, buddy, I need your assistance, and yeah, okay, so time for that Terra Fairy, and I'm going for the Will-O-Wisp. Let's do it. So, okay, here we go. Time for the Terrestrialization. My Terra Pokemon versus yours. They're definitely going for the Jaw Lock, right? And when they go for it, they'll be stuck in. So that's why I'm looking. Oh, hang on a minute. They might have Taunts. I just realized. Oh, God. Okay, so that's not good. Hopefully they've gone for a Jaw Lock. We're about to find out. So what have you gone for? It's the, it is the Taunt. Okay, so I messed up there, but they can't hurt me with their Jaw Lock, right? So I can now start going for the Taunt Song. So that's my mistake for forgetting about the, what's his face. So, alright, they're going for the Dragon Dances, but we are unaware, right? So, that does not matter. So, I'm guessing they've forgotten about unaware for a second, but let's start going for those Taunt Songs and start racking up that special attack, right? So, Skeledirge, get him with a Taunt Song, let's see the damage, and okay, that's a nice chunk of damage. Get a nice little boost in our special attack. We are plus 2 now. So let's go for that Taunt Song. Here we go. Alright, so, oh, they're going to withdraw, so they just realized. They must have just realized about the unaware, so fair enough. So, okay, who's coming in now on my Taunt Song? It is the Clodsire. Okay, so this thing probably has Toxic, right? So, okay, how much do we do with the Taunt Song? That's definitely unaware, right? So, I am 100% going to switch now. And now, question is, do I think are they Black Sludge or Leftovers? So, they're Leftovers, fair enough. So, okay, now that we've shaken off the Taunt, I have to switch because I don't want to get Toxics, right? So I'm going to switch into my Corviknight because they might be going for a Stealth Rocks, right? And I can defog those away. So come on back, Skeledirge, you've been amazing, buddy. And I'll save Skeledirge for the Roaring Moon, right? So okay, Corviknight comes on in. Is it Toxic or Stealth? Oh, they're withdrawing, so they predicted me. Fair play, fair play. So maybe into Cinderace, let's find out. So something the reliable partner's coming in. It is the Cinderace, so okay, fair play on them, fair play on their part, fair play. So on this, I am going to go into my Rhyperior, knowing that I can take a Fire-type move, right? So they might be going for a U-turn, you never know. Oh, it might even be the high jump kick, so that's kind of scary. So, okay, coming in Rhyperior. What's the Cinderace going for? It's the Pyro Ball. So we're going to take that like I'm like, oh, that bloody hurts. I think that's Choice Banded, so fair play. So Rhyperior tanks it like a boss, though. And now I can get up my own Stealth Rocks, to be fair, if I want to. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go for these Stealth Rocks. Let's do it. Alright, so they're withdrawing. Cool. So we get up the Stealth Rocks for free. We're also going to get some leftovers at the end of the turn. So things are looking good. So who's coming out now is the... Oh, Grimmsnarl. Okay. So I could just go for an Earthquake to try and get off some damage on this, right? So, or I could just go into the Corviknight and then defog away. But I don't know. I'm not sure what's the best thing to do again. Because it could have foul play, right? Which does deter me from going for a Swords Dance. But maybe I can go for an Earthquake. You know what? I'm going to go for an Earthquake to get off some damage on this. So, there's the Reflect, fair enough. So, okay, let's do this. So, and every turn, Rhyperior is going to get a bit of a leftovers, right? So, let's go for that Earthquake. There it is. Okay, a little bit of chip damage, fair enough. So, I could go for a Swords Dance here, to be fair. Do I want to do that is the question. Sod it. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the Light Screen. Now both their screens are up. Fair enough. I can go into Corviknight at any point and defog those away. Yeah, that is true. So now that we're +2 in our attack, I'm going to go for one Earthquake and we'll go from there, right? So we get some more leftovers, even better, which basically means most of the damage that Pyro Ball did has now been recovered, which is great. So now with that +2, let's go for that Earthquake Rhyperior and let's do this. Alright, so they go for the Parting Shot, so from +2 we're going to get to +1, but that's still +1 in our attack, right? So, okie dokie. So it all depends on who they go into. They might even go into the Clodsire, to be fair, but only one way to find out, I suppose. Let's see. So, who's coming in? Alright, so let's see. Oh, maybe it's the Greninja, to be fair. Is it the Greninja? It is the Greninja. Okay, so, alright, well, we are +1, right? So we should still do a huge chunk. So, get him, Rhyperior. Let's see that Earthquake damage. And, okay, that's some great damage, Rhyperior. I think they're forced to go for the Water-type move. I'm not too sure what they could go for. They could be Life Orb or Choice Specs or whatever. So, I doubt they're going for the Ice Beam, though. So, I am going to go into... who do I need Meowscarada for, eh? So, do you know what? I'm going to go into my Meowscarada. I feel like they're going for a Water-type move, right? So, calm back, Rhyperior. You've been amazing. We'll save you for later. And, yeah, Meowscarada, come on in, buddy. I need your assistance. Now, what is this Greninja going for? No way you're going for Ice Beam. No way. So, okay, they went for the Surf, as expected. So, great job, Meowscarada. I'm now going to go for a U-turn, because I feel like they're going to switch, right? Because the Flower Trick is obvious. So, and, yeah, I'm going for that U-turn. Let's do it, Meowscarada. Alright, so they stayed in. I could have Flower Tricked them. That's insane. So, okay, we go for that U-turn. We do a nice little chunk of damage. Great job, Meowscarada, buddy. And now, the question is, who do I want to switch into? I could go into Skeledirge, to be fair. That's true. What do I think? They must be going for an Ice Beam, to be fair. So, I'm going to go into my Skeledirge, because we can soak it up like it's nothing. And, I can't remember if I saw the protein or not. So, oh, they went for a Surf again. So, oh... I wonder if that means that they're choice. They might be choice scarf, to be fair. So I'm going to go for a Slack Off here to get all my health back. And then maybe I'll go for a Taunt Song. So let's go for that Slack Off. Here we go. So, okay, they go for the Surf, which makes me think that they're choice items, right? So they are doing a huge chunk with the Surf. So maybe there's something to that. I obviously want to keep Skeledirge healthy because it's good against the, what's-his-face? It's good against the Roaring Moon, right? So... yeah, I need to think about this. So we get some leftovers, lovely jubbly. So if they go for a Surf, that'll bring me down to about 150-ish, right? And that'll probably prompt them to go into the Scizor. So, I guess I could go for a Will-O-Wisp to, that's interesting, yeah. So, I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp so I can cripple this. So, okay, they're withdrawing, so maybe we can get off a Will-O-Wisp on the Clodsire or something. So, who's coming in? Let's find out. So, it's going to be the... who's it going to be? It's the Clodsire. Fantastic. So, we can get a nice little burn on this. So, Scared there. Let's go for that Will-O-Wisp. And we don't miss. Fantastic. So, now the Clodsire is burned. They won't... That basically negates their leftovers. So, that means the only way they can recover is for their own recover move. So, yeah. Skeledirge get some more leftovers, bringing them back up to full. That's what we like to see. And yeah, okay, so I will immediately switch into my Corviknight, and I can go from there, right? So, okay, they might be going for a Stealth Rocks or a Toxic, you never know. So, there's the burn, negating their leftovers. Fantastic. So, Skeledirge, I need you to come back, buddy, and let's go straight into Corviknight. Let's do this. Alright, so Skeledirge, come on back. Now, I wonder if they're going to double predict me again like last time and go into the Cinderace. I doubt it, but let's find out. So, Corviknight comes on in. Now, what are you going for? They went for a Toxic. Amazing. Okay, so great job, Corviknight. That's what I'm talking about. And now I could go for a Brave Bird, to be fair, just in case they go for a Stealth Rocks, right? So, okay, Corviknight, there's the burn. Yep. So, Corviknight, we're going to go for one more Brave Bird, buddy, and let's do some chip damage. So, Reflect wore off as well, so we can do even more damage. So, let's go for that Brave Bird. Here we go. Alright, so they are withdrawing, so maybe they're going to go into the Grimmsnarl. And if it is the Grimmsnarl, we can do some nice Brave Bird damage, right? So, okay, who's coming in? It is the... oh, Greninja. So, okay, we can knock out the Greninja. Fantastic. So, Corviknight goes for the Brave Bird, there it is, and down goes the Greninja. Amazing. So, next they could go into Cinderace, and maybe they could Court Change, right? That is a possibility, but regardless, I'll just go into my Rhyperior, right? So, Light Screen wears off, yep. Maybe they go into Grimmsnarl, let's find out. So, no, the reliable partner is the Cinderace, isn't it? So, yeah, it is the Cinderace. Okay, so, on this, I'm going to switch into my Rhyperior, because if they Court Change, I can just set up the Stealth Rocks again. So, okay, calm back, Corviknight, you've been amazing, buddy. Straight into Rhyperior. I need your assistance, buddy. So, yeah, if they go for Pyro Ball... oh, they might be going for High Jump Kick, to be fair. So, are you going for High Jump Kick? No, Low Kick. Okay, so... ouch. Okay, so... How much is this going to hurt? So, oh my god, that bloody hurt. Okay, so... that's not good. No. So, I think I'm going to switch into my Skeledirge, because I feel like this is Choice Banded or something. So, yeah, I'm going to switch into my Skeledirge 100%. So, yeah, I'm going to preserve Rhyperior for the Clodsire. Alright, so they're withdrawing. Interesting. So maybe they're predicting my Skeledirge. I'm not too sure. So unless they go... is that the Roaring Moon? Let's find out. No, it's the... okay, so it's this. So I could just Will-O-Wisp this, to be fair, so that it's slowly going to be chipped down from here, right? So, okay, calm back, Rhyperior. You've been amazing, buddy. And I wonder why they switched. I guess they wanted to get up the screens again, which means that I can... go for a Will-O-Wisp. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Alright, so, oh, they're going for the parting shot, so maybe they're going back into Cinderace. They could be going back into Clodsire, to be fair. That's true, but they will be taking Stealth Rock's damage regardless, right? So we get a -1 on our special attack, which is rather unfortunate. So, okay, time to see who's coming in. Okay, so it is the Cinderace. Okay, so fair enough. So our Will-O-Wisp won't do anything, unfortunately. So they're probably going to be going for the Choice Banded Pyro Balls, I imagine, right? So I need to preserve Skeledirge for the Roaring Moon. So on the idea that they're going to go for a Pyro Ball, I could switch into my Meowscarada, which is exactly what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to bring Rhyperior in so I can so he can go down, unfortunately. But I need to, because I need to keep Skeledirge healthy for Roaring Moon, right? So, okay, Rhyperior, come on in, buddy. I need you to tank this hit for us. So what are they going for? Pyro Ball. So that will knock out my Rhyperior, unfortunately. But Rhyperior, you've been amazing, buddy. Take a good long rest, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okay. I am now free to go into my Meowscarada and fire off a Choice Scarf knockoff, right? So, come on in, Meowscarada, buddy. I need your assistance, and I'm pretty confident it'll be enough damage to knock out this Cinderace. So, let's go for that knockoff. Here we go. So, okay, Meowscarada goes for that Choice Scarf knockoff. Get him, buddy. Knock out the Cinderace, and down it goes. Amazing. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about court change shenanigans or anything like that, and the Corviknight doesn't have to worry about Pyro Balls. I knew it was Choice Bound. Okay, so let's see who comes in next. Alright, so let's see. Who's coming out now? It is the... Okay, so it's this. Well, their only attacking move is the Jaw Lock, so I can just immediately switch back into my Skeledirge 100%, so let's do that. So, come on back, Meowscarada. You've been amazing. And Skeledirge, I need you to come on in here, and I need you to tank this Jaw Lock, and then we can start going for Taunt Song. So, yep, here it is. And, okay, so they just went for a straight-up Roost. Fair enough. So, I'm now wondering if I should go for a Shadow Ball on the Clodsire in case they get a special defense drop, right? So... Or, actually, I'm just going for a Taunt Song. Let's do it. So they are going to withdraw, most likely into Clodsire, right? I'll just switch into my Corviknight, and I'll probably go for a Roost, right? So it is the Clodsire, fair enough. So we'll do a little bit of chip damage with the Taunt Song. So there it is. Get him, Skeledirge. Nice little power boost. So, nice. Okay, so they're almost down to 50%, right? That probably means they're going to go for a Recover right now, which is fair enough. So... Okay, so I will switch into my, who do I want to switch into, eh? So, I'm just going to double check who they got on the back again, just before I make my next play. So, Scizor, I'm going to switch into my Corviknight, let's do that. So, okay, come on back, Skeledirge, you've been amazing. We'll go straight into Corviknight, and then I'll go for a Roost, right? So, come on in, Corviknight, I need your assistance, buddy. And, yeah, okay, so... I'm guessing they're going for the Recover. There it is. So that is 1 out of 8 recovers, right? So they have 7 more recovers left. But there's only about 5 minutes left on the game or something. So they have to start doing something because we'll win to timer, right? So I'm going to go for that Roost 100%. Alright, so they are withdrawing, so maybe into Scizor, maybe into Roaring Moon, or maybe into Grimmsnarl. So maybe, I think that's the Grimmsnarl, right? So let's find out. Oh no, it's the Roaring Moon, so they want to Jaw Lock me, I imagine. So I can still get up to full health with the Roost though, so, and then I'll, excuse me, got a frog in my throat. So, okay, now that Corviknight's back up to full, we'll go for a, do I want to go for a Brave Bird? I'll go for a Brave Bird to get off some damage. Okay, so, and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good game to my opponent, and fantastic job to all my Pokemon. What a fantastic set of games, am I right? Skeledirge is such a monster, and it can just snowball out of control. Amazing stuff. I could not be more proud of my Generation 9 starter Pokemon, Skeledirge. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching her dominating our opponents, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Paldean Starter Pokemon down below in the comments. Mine's Skeledirge, of course. I'd love to know yours, so let me know down below. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I